Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE superstar Liv Morgan is currently on hiatus from the Stamford-based promotion's weekly programming due to an injury. Amid her absence, Dominik Mysterio did something online that the former Women's World Champion might not like. On the June 16, 2025 edition of Raw, Liv Morgan locked horns with Kairi Sane in a singles match. The bout ended abruptly after Morgan suffered an unfortunate shoulder injury. Since then, she has been absent from WWE TV, and many reports suggest that the star might be out for months. Morgan's arch-nemesis, Rhea Ripley, recently posted about her match against Io Sky at Evolution 2025. In her post's caption, Ripley highlighted how she wrestled in a dark match at the first-ever all-woman premium live event, and this year she was in the main event. The Eradicator also thanked Sky for making history with her. Check out her Instagram post below. Several stars reacted to Rhea Ripley's Instagram post. However, the most notable name was Dominik Mysterio, who left a like on it. For those unaware, Dirty Dom and Ripley were in an on-screen romantic relationship before Mysterio betrayed Mammy to side with Liv Morgan. This might not sit well with Morgan if she discovers what her current on-screen boyfriend has just done online. Since Roxanne Perez began appearing in the Judgment Day segments, she has seemingly been trying to woo Dominik Mysterio. On several occasions, Dirty Dom has seemingly given in to Perez. During one backstage segment, Mysterio even agreed to a massage and some chicken nuggets from Roxanne, which made Morgan extremely mad. Looking at how Dom did not hesitate while betraying Rhea Ripley, he could very well start a new romantic angle with the former NXT star amid Morgan's injury absence. It remains to be seen what the Triple H-led creative team has planned for the current WWE Intercontinental Champion's on-screen relationship with Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan may not like what Dominik Mysterio just did online, and fans have certainly taken notice as WWE's social media world erupted once again with reactions, questions, and speculation. With Liv Morgan currently one of the most talked-about superstars, following her dramatic rise, recent victories, and her increasingly bold on-screen persona, Dominik's online actions could end up stirring a new chapter in their complicated on-screen dynamic and possible real-life tensions. While WWE often walks the fine line between scripted drama and real-life tension, Dominik's recent behavior on social media may have crossed a line Liv Morgan wouldn't want crossed, especially now when she's riding a wave of momentum as Women's World Champion and cementing herself as a key player in Raw's women's division. The unexpected moment occurred when Dominik Mysterio was spotted liking a fan-made post on Instagram that didn't exactly paint Liv Morgan in the most flattering light. The post, which compared the current champion's controversial tactics to those of Judgment Day's past betrayal angles, included a caption that accused Liv of manipulating everyone around her for success. While the original post had a sarcastic tone, Dominik's double tap sent shockwaves across WWE social media, with fans questioning whether he endorsed the sentiment or simply didn't realize the backlash it would cause. Whether intentional or not, the like didn't go unnoticed by fans or possibly by Liv Morgan herself. In fact, fans immediately began screenshotting and circulating the post on X and Reddit, leading to a frenzy of speculation. Some argued that Dominik was being petty in the wake of Liv's relentless flirtations and manipulation of him on screen, while others wondered if this could be a signal of a future storyline twist, perhaps even Dominik's long-awaited snap against Liv Morgan. It's important to note that Dominik Mysterio has found himself in a bizarre and complicated storyline triangle involving Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, and Judgment Day. With Rhea currently out of action and Liv holding both her title and apparent influence over Dominik, fans have noticed that Dominik has looked conflicted and cornered on Raw. The social media interaction only fuels the theory that he may be reaching a breaking point. Liv Morgan, known for capitalizing on chaos, has shown she's willing to do anything to stay on top. Her obsession with Dominik, as it's been portrayed, is part lust, part revenge, and part psychological warfare, a way to erase the shadow of Rhea Ripley while manipulating the heart of Judgment Day. If Dominik's like was indeed intentional, It could be interpreted as a passive-aggressive pushback, signaling that he's not as under her control as she believes. But Liv Morgan, who thrives in psychological chess matches, may not take such a public move lightly. She has built her current character around control of the narrative of the Gold and of Dominik Mysterio. A crack in that control, especially one made visible online for millions to see, could spark retaliation from Liv on live television. It's not uncommon for WWE stars to blur the lines between kayfabe and reality online, but timing is everything, and this timing couldn't be worse for Liv, especially heading into SummerSlam season. With potential challengers breathing down her neck and whispers of Rhea Ripley returning soon, any sign of weakness, especially one as personal as losing grip on Dominik, could be exploited. Meanwhile, Dominik's motivations remain unclear. Was it a slip of the finger or a signal of defiance? Given that Liv Morgan has recently been showcasing more aggressive tendencies and controlling behavior toward Dominik, some even calling it emotional manipulation. Many fans are suggesting he may finally be fed up. It could be an early sign of Judgment Day realigning with Rhea upon her return, especially as Finn Balor and Damian Priest have shown uncertainty about Liv's growing influence. The tension within Judgment Day has never been more complex. Liv's inclusion into their storyline hasn't been unanimously embraced, especially since her motives have appeared more self-serving than strategic. While she's undoubtedly elevated her profile, she's also sown seeds of chaos in a faction already vulnerable without its eradicator. And if Dominik is signaling to fans that he's aware of Liv's manipulation, this may be the first pebble in the avalanche that sees the group collapse or reconfigure entirely. Liv, for her part, has yet to publicly respond to Dominik's online activity, but knowing her social media habits, it wouldn't be surprising if she soon posts something cryptic or cuts a promo dripping with double meanings. Whether it's a subtweet or an Instagram story laced with a dark caption, fans will be watching every move. But the biggest fear for Liv may not be Dominik turning on her. It may be Dominik realizing that she needs him more than he needs her. The Liv Morgan of 2025 is not the same underdog fans once rallied behind. She's evolved into a cunning, edgy, and even sinister figure whose mind games rival the very best manipulators in WWE history. Yet, like all great puppet masters, there's a risk that the puppets learn to cut the strings. This move from Dominik, whether calculated or careless, is a signal to fans and possibly to the locker room that Liv's current domination may be under threat. WWE higher-ups are likely already seeing the real-life buzz this has created and could pivot their storyline plans accordingly. A Dominik Mysterio face turn has long been speculated, and what better way to execute that than having him finally push back against Liv's hold on him? On Raw, there could be tension teased through passive-aggressive interactions, side eyes, or even miscommunication during matches. WWE could play this long with Dominik slowly becoming more distant until a dramatic confrontation that splits them permanently. Alternatively, Liv could double down on her manipulation, faking vulnerability or distress to reel Dominik back in, only to set him up for an even more public humiliation or betrayal. Either way, the digital landscape has now added a real-life layer to their on-screen story, and fans are obsessed. Whether it was a social media misfire or a storyline seed being subtly planted, the online world believes that something significant just shifted. It's rare for a single like to send ripples through the WWE universe, but that's exactly what's happened here. If this leads to a slow-burn feud, a betrayal, or even a love triangle involving Rhea upon her return, WWE will likely capitalize on the buzz. Liv Morgan may be the champion now, but in the world of WWE where optics and influence matter just as much as wins, one unexpected action can start a chain reaction, and Dominik may have just lit the fuse. What happens next will be key. If Liv Morgan plays into this with a new level of intensity, it could take her character to even more villainous heights. But if she shows cracks, it might mark the beginning of her downfall, especially if Judgment Day starts to fracture under the weight of her presence. For now, fans are watching closely, dissecting every glance, promo, and social media post. In a digital age where kayfabe never sleeps, Dominik Mysterio's online actions may become the most talked about turning point of the summer. And Liv Morgan, for all her brilliance and ambition, may find that control is much harder to keep when your own partner starts slipping through your fingers in front of the entire WWE universe. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.